What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video, and today we're going to talk about feeder cities and how you cannot just depend on a feeder city to fix your main city. Lately this week, I've gotten a ton of people asking me, should I restart? Is my city garbage? How do you know if you should restart? Things like that. If you haven't been playing the game for a very long time, and you don't have a bunch of limited time buildings or a lot of money invested into the game, then you might want to seriously consider restarting if you guys have went past level 30 to 31. Okay, so if you've watched my videos before or you've seen the vast majority of them and you know that you guys need to max out your storage and your store slots and your dozer and all that stuff, and you're wondering if you should restart, I do have several videos kind of giving you guys a rough guideline on what you guys should have by level 31. However, I was asked recently in my group by a member, I'm going to try to reiterate what her question was, but it was basically under the lines of, can't somebody just make a feeder city rather than restarting their entire main city, and that way they don't lose any progress? Now, I'm going to explain why that may not be an option for you. It really kind of just depends on how badly you screwed your city up. So let's say that you are wanting to make a feeder city because you're at a certain level and your storage isn't maxed out. What's going to happen is you are, how do I explain this? Okay, so when you make a feeder city, there's a couple different types of feeder cities that you can make. One, you're making it to find rares because you're a higher level and you're not able to see them at the level that you need. So you make a feeder city to basically search global all day and find rares, and then you pass those rares on to your main city. Now, yeah, that is absolutely doable. Same with Dozer, same with VU, same with any low-level items. However, a feeder city is not going to 100% save your ass. You guys, there's a lot of ways you could have seriously screwed yourself. So if you are past level 31, you guys see a lot of hamburgers. Okay, so that's probably why you are unable to find as many rare items. But there are many ways that a feeder city cannot fix your capital, and I'm going to go through them. One, if you guys screwed up early on and you didn't, let's say you came across my building guide. My guess is you came across it too late. That's why you're watching this video. So, that being the case, if you came across it too late and you are past level 24, you don't have max storage, you don't have any epic projects, your store slots are not maxed out, your storage isn't maxed out, everything is pretty low. Let's say you're even level 50 and you're nowhere near half storage. You might want to consider restarting. It just depends on how long you have been playing the game, if you have limited time buildings, and how much money you've spent. Now, I'm going to list the ways that a feeder city cannot help you. For example, when you guys, the biggest issue that people have is they level up too quickly. Now, why is this a problem? It's not just a problem because you guys have no rares. If that was the case, then you guys could just make a feeder city, fund yourself for rares, and all is well. That's not the case. You can have, let's say you have max out storage and maxed out land. That doesn't mean that all your problems are solved here. Okay? How are you going to pay for 11 production slots for each and every shop when they cost cash and they go up in value? The last four are like 46, 48. You know what I mean? I think it's like 450 cash total per store. So you can't transfer cash from your feeder. How are you going to fund your maxes? This Maxis Manor, the fourth one, is $8,000. How are you going to buy those much needed epic pointers? Oops, wrong one. Or bridges, trees, water. If you guys ever want to make your city look pretty and you don't want to have to spend real money, you're going to need to be able to earn gold keys, plat keys, and cash. At a high level, you're not going to win Contest of Mayors, not without putting more into it than what you're getting out of it. So, if you level up too quickly and you use your feeder for rares, great. But you have a lot more issues than that. The Contest of Mayors leaderboard and competition level is going to be insane compared to what it is at level 18 or 24. Now, my building guide suggests that you guys should be at 350 to 400 storage by level 18. Before you leave level 18, you should have at least won the mega and gotten the mega prize at least once, have 350 to 400 storage, have every shop that you have unlocked at that time maxed out with slots. You can't buy a Maxis at this level, so I'm not going to tell you to buy a Maxis. You should have a couple upgrades on your VU tower by now. You should have unlocked your airport by now. And you guys should be working on or have unlocked at least 1 to 2 specialization categories, like transportation or something. Okay? Now, the issue that you're going to see if you guys don't restart is that you can't win Contest of Mayors because the competition is too hard. Okay? You are having trouble doing those epic projects because you've unlocked so many items and you don't have any storage space to hold those items. Those epic projects are going to cost 10 times the amount and be 10 times harder than somebody who camps and follows my building guide. So if you're following my guide and you're at level 18, let's say you've met all the requirements in my video and you're proceeding up to level 19. What you're going to do is you're going to work your way up the Contest of Mayors leaderboard, and you're going to do your home upgrades based off of your assignments. You're not just going to go from level 18 to level 24 overnight and just do an obscene amount of upgrades overnight. So you're going to utilize that time to take advantage of those assignments that you've been unable to do since you've been camping. So what's going to happen if you decide that, let's say that you didn't follow my guide, you came across my video late, and you are trying to determine if your city is savable. A couple of things that you need to look for is your storage amount, definitely. But let's say that you've got a feeder city, you're perfectly fine with funding your feeder city, so you have storage and dozer covered on your feeder city. What are the other things that you need to look for? Cash. How much cash do you have? Have you spent all of your easy? They give you a lot of easy cash early on because they know you're going to spend it. They know you're going to spend it on stuff you don't need. And basically, you have your city journal, which are those little clipboards that pop up in the beginning. In the beginning of the game, they're very easy to complete, and you get a lot of rares. A lot of people don't know how to play at that time, so they sell off those rares early on. You also have your city achievements. You're going to be able to collect cash in the city achievements. Now, if you've already played the game and you've restarted, now you know not to waste all of this cash that you've earned on whatever the hell you wasted it on in the beginning of the game. Now you can go, you know what? I'm not going to hit collect, or I'm going to collect it, but I'm going to go over here and I'm going to unlock each and every slot that I need. Okay? So you're utilizing stuff that you weren't utilizing before. The other thing that you need to take into consideration is every single level that you go up and you unlock something new, you make every single aspect of this game harder. And by every single aspect, I mean everything, okay? Home upgrades, those are going to be harder, okay? Shopping the global market, shipments, airport deliveries, Contest of Mayors, okay? It's going to be asking you guys for stuff that you either don't have because you can't hold the storage space, or you have no money for, or it's going to be asking you for such a wide variety of stuff that you can't possibly hold on to it all. So there becomes a point when you guys are level 18 and 24, when you do a house upgrade, you make money off it. When you do these shipments, you benefit. When you do war deliveries, you benefit. You know what I mean? It doesn't cost you anything, you benefit. But when you pass a certain point, those home upgrades cost a lot. Right now, I'm running about a 25K to 35K average on one house upgrade. Yeah, no joke. That's how much it costs just for me to do an upgrade. If I'm doing my epics, especially with regional maps unlocked, it's a lot. It is like quadruple the price that a level 18 player is going to pay. So you have your regional HQ shipments that you have to consider. And another thing is, if you have a regional map unlocked and you don't have pretty much 90% of your game complete, you need to restart, because unlocking that regional map just made your life a living hell. Basically, when you unlock that regional map, you made Contest of Mayors really hard. You have your regional shipments. You have your regional items that your Epic's going to ask for those items. So there was a guy that just joined my club. He was level 29 or 30. He had 100 and something storage. He had very little store slots unlocked. He had no epics. He had only been playing the game for a few weeks supposedly, but he said a few years. I don't know. And he's asking, should I restart? Now, someone in the club says, well, if he's below level 31, isn't his city still savable with a feeder city, right? Well, yeah, it is, but he'd be better off restarting, because what's going to happen is, since he's level 29 and he unlocked epics at 24, he gained 5 levels since he unlocked his epics, and none of his homes have been transformed into epics, which means he's behind. And every time he unlocked an item, it made that epic that much more expensive and that much more difficult. The things that you cannot use your feeder city for are platinum keys. You can't transfer plat keys. You can't transfer gold keys. You can't transfer cash. About the only thing a feeder city is good for, that you can rely on it for, is finding rare items, making items in production that you don't want to make on your main. So let's say that you want to make cream all the time, and you leveled your feeder up to make cream and make textiles to fund your main map. Or you leveled it up just strictly for rares. So if it's a strict for rares feeder city, level it up to level 10, connect it via Facebook, and don't go past that point. If you can't do via Facebook, level it up to level 18, start a group, and then transfer the rares that way. If it's production, level it up to whatever item it is that you're unlocking and keep it at that level. You can also use your feeder city as a backup storage if you don't want to hold 200 dozer, or however many storage you have available on your feeder city. You can, push it over there. What I usually recommend that people do when they restart is to use the city that they're restarting as their feeder, depending on what level it is. Okay? So if you guys aren't following the building guide that I've given, or you've went past it, you guys need to seriously consider a restart. At this point, with that guy that came in, he was better off restarting, because he didn't have very much time into the game, and he would be much better off, because if he restarts, he's going to get all those city achievements, and he's going to go, okay, now this time I'm going to go unlock all my slots. He's going to go back down to level 18, and he's going to go, you know what? I'm going to camp here, and I'm going to upgrade my storage. I'm going to work my way up the Contest of Mayors leaderboard, and I'm going to win a ton of cash, a ton of plat keys, and a ton of gold keys. And then when I get to level 24, like Missy says, I'm going to go and I'm going to start buying the epic pointers. And I'm going to watch Missy's epic video And she's going to go through each category and she's going to tell me which one of these buildings per category is the best to buy for my epic pointers. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to take all my saved keys and I'm going to buy those epic pointers. And every day, like clockwork, until every one of my fully upgraded regular residential homes is converted into an epic, I'm going to continue to do that. So at level 24, you unlock epics. You're going to prep for those epics, okay? You're not going to leave level 24 until you have max storage. You're going to convert every single home on your map into a epic project. Once you've done that, and during this time, you've won the contest of mayors however many times, you're going to slowly upgrade a couple homes at a time, and you're going to convert those homes into epics. Now, if you don't do it this way and you rely on a feeder city, you don't have that opportunity, okay? You've unlocked too many items. Your epics are harder. You're not going to win contest of mayors because you're in with people that are way higher league than you, okay? Every aspect of your game will be too difficult for you to be successful. Now, sure, you can dump real money into the game. You can use it. Let's say you use your feeder city for rares and that you go and you buy a bunch of cash with real money and you unlock your store slots. Great. Okay. So your store slots are unlocked. You've got your feeder city set up for your rares. Now what do you do for keys? Okay. You're going to launch your BU tower for your gold keys. How are you going to get those plat keys? Well, say you don't really care for the plat keys. Nah, you don't really care for contest of mayors. What are you going to do for those epics? Those epics are going to cost you a shit ton. Okay, so let's say that you are like, you know what? I don't care about epics. I don't care about epics at all. I'm just going to... What are you playing the game for? You're just going to design your city to look beautiful? Okay. How are you going to design your city to look beautiful when you're broke? When you got no keys, you got no plat keys. How are you going to make a beautiful city? You're not. So you're just like, what's the point in playing the game after that, right? So if you're trying to make a city that looks beautiful, you need to set yourself up the right way. Wait till your city is functioning properly. Wait till you have all the fundamentals of your city, and then start saving up for trees and water and cool buildings, not just epic pointers, but cool ones that you want. And trust me, when you're sitting there and you have a low service demand and you're paying a lot less for water, power, sewer, garbage because you have epic homes and you're getting 10 gold tokens a day for free and you're able to make a shit ton of coins because you got those epics done, you got a ton of storage space and only a fraction of the items unlocked, so you can hold like 30 of each item. You can get them epics done in less than 5 minutes. They're going to be like a cakewalk. Or you can level up. You can unlock all the items in the game, unlock some regionals, suffer your way through, be constantly broke, not be able to hold more than 2 of each item, and basically suffer. Never be able to win calm because the people that you're playing against are spending $1,000 cash a week just to hit the top of the leaderboard. So then what? You know, trust me on this. If you guys back up and you restart, you will be so much better off. Now, a feeder city is only going to get you so far. It doesn't just fix all your problems. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Leveling up is the worst mistake that you can make. Going up too quickly and unlocking things too quickly will literally make every aspect of your game impossible. If you guys are going up in level, there's only so many levels. I believe level 42 is where you unlock every item besides regionals. Once you hit level 31 is when you hit hamburgers. Okay, I don't know if you guys remembered, but when you unlocked sugar, your global market went crazy. Okay, you didn't see anything after that. You went, God, that sucks. That's going to happen with burgers, and it's going to happen again with French fries. All right? Don't level up too quickly. Don't put too much into a city just because you're like, oh, I put so much into it. If you're under a level 45, you have not put that much time into your city. Okay? I'm sorry. But you guys, I could level up to level 18 in less than a day if I wanted to. So once you know what you're doing the second time around, it's going to go so much faster, smoother, and nicer. I can't tell you, never once, ever, have I had a person come back to me and say, I shouldn't have restarted. Never. Every single time they come back and they go, I'm so happy I restarted because this time around I have done so much better. I can't believe how much money I wasted and time I wasted and this and that. So you guys, you have to understand that everything in this game has its place. Everything has its purpose. And the worst thing that you can do for yourself is level up too quickly. Now, anything below level 30 is savable. It's just a matter of how much you want to put into it. And in that guy's case, he had literally nothing going for him. He had everything to gain and nothing to lose. Okay? So if you guys really need my advice on if you should level up, I need you put it in the comments below. I want to know everything about your city. I want to know your storage amount, your level, how many store slots you have unlocked, how long you've been playing, if you have any epics done, if you have any epic pointers, what your plans are for your city. Do you want a decent city? Do you want an omega city? Do you want a populated city? That all has contributing factors in if you should restart. If you want to have a beautiful city, then you need to have a city that functions properly. You need to have a city that you can earn a lot of money with, that you can buy things for. Because believe it or not, when you click on this little landscape button, these water, bridges, buildings, trees, animals, they ain't cheap. I'll give you a little tour of my city for those of you who have never seen it before. Look at this. You think this was cheap? Each one of these regional trees here, 250 regional coins a pop. And look at this. Look at this water, you guys. How long do you think I've been playing? I've been playing almost 5 years. I busted my ass. I've bulldozed countless amounts of buildings that I didn't like. And you know what? I could redo this knowing what I know now in a tenth of a time as it took me the first time around, just with the knowledge I have now. So with the knowledge that I provided to you guys could literally complete years of progress in weeks, just with the knowledge of how to do it. Okay, I got a guy in my group right now, been playing 2 weeks, and he has more done in his city than people that have been playing for 5 years have. And that's no lie. That's no joke. He's almost at 500 storage. Almost unlocked his land completely, 100%. Okay? He's got all store slots unlocked. Now, I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this are level 50 and above going, shit, I only got 300. You know what I mean? So, trust me on this. If you know what you're doing, and you do it right, and you play your cards right, you can be very successful, not have to spend any real money on the game. Now, I hope that I answered your guys' questions, or at least explained it to the girl in my group, but you cannot 100% rely on a feeder city to fix your fuck up. You just can't. If it was that simple, I wouldn't be doing this many videos. Okay? Now, you can always suffer through and make it happen. It's just a matter of how much suffering and how much time and how much money you want to put into it. Okay? So, yes, you can do a gold epic with one pointer. Doesn't mean I recommend it. All right? Yes, you can max your storage out at level 75 with only 200 storage. Yeah, it's doable. Maybe in 4 years. Maybe after you buy a shit ton of cash packs and have 4 feeder cities working for you, but it's doable. So it's just a matter of how much hell you want to go through to fix it. All right. So I'm going to get this video out for you guys. I want to get another video done today if I can remember the topic of what it was supposed to be. Oh, it was a building guide. I'm going to do a building guide from level 10 to level 99. So for those of you who haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. That way you get notifications for each and every time I put out videos.